Hello and welcome to the next episode of Little Sport. Today we are talking about how I clean my touring cars. So this is not just going to be for everyone, this is how I do it. So let's get started on the body shell. So first I just get in the sink with a bit of dish soap and a cloth, go around the inside, then wipe around the outside, try and remove any tyre marks that you have, and then you can move on to the tyres. So with tyres, you want to clean them as soon as possible after the race day, just to keep them all nice and fresh. So what I do is I put a bit of dish soap on a cloth, start by wiping the face of the wheel, and then following the tyre round on the actual rubber part. I then stuff the cloth inside and twist it to clean out the middle, and I always get a pristine clean tyre. Once you've done that with all the sets that you have used, take them over to a tea towel, and then I just flip it over the top and give them all a nice little bit of a squeeze just to dry out the foam inside of the tyre as well. I then pick up the edges of the tea towel and I then throw it around like a bag, and that always just gets a nice dry tyre. Now I'm not going to go into tyre prep too much because that's a whole nother video, but starting with the wets, they just go straight in a bag. They don't need any additive, otherwise it would slip and slide around the track in the wet. With the dry touring car tyres, I just like to put a little ring sort of additive around the tyre just to keep it a bit plush and obviously grippy whilst it's in the bag. In terms of baggage, grab the bag, take the label out that you should have saved when you bought the new tyres, stuff the tyres into there, squeeze out all the air that you can, then place the label on top so you know exactly what tyres they are. Also, if you've got a little tally on your bag for the amount of runs, add a little extra stripe so you know how many runs they've done. Now for the car, I'd just like to give the chassis a little check over to see there's nothing big hanging off of it before I go and blow and brush stuff off of it in case it falls onto the floor, obviously. So just a quick check round, just checking that the chassis screws are hanging out or anything, and then we're good to go for the next step, which is blow drying. So I've got this blow dryer off Amazon and it works fantastic. It's really quick, really powerful, and it's perfect for drying out bearings as we had a slightly damp final last time it was running. So I just hold it on the bearing for a couple of seconds and that just dries it out nicely and you don't get any rust. After that step, make sure you've got your battery out, which I should have taken out beforehand, but anyway, you've got it out now. Brush the side of all the electrics that are now exposed. Do all in the suspension. I like to give the shocks a good brush because they always collect a lot of dirt on the threads, and just give it a once over all around the electrics. Now you can bag it up, put it in your closet, and forget about it for 2 weeks. See you in the next one.